Okay, John, we can continue the goddamn video now. Motherfucker! How dare you? But anyway, what were you talking about before I can get owned by this motherfucking thing? Let me kill this motherfucker again. Bitch ass motherfucker, how dare you? But anyway, the interactive scenes are a bitch. You see what happened to me, right?
No.
You gonna see that shit on the video. I got owned.
Yeah, you did good.
Oh, girl can't be dead. She in a fucking future scene. I mean, honestly. So that Black Runner can heal a broken back. Okay, John, I'm about to explain what just transpired in that interaction scene.
Nothing.
You gotta keep dodging that motherfucker all day. And yes, it was like nothing. But honestly,
it was like
that shit was the most. I mean, I got owned because I figured out the last moment. But there's dual interaction. You get hit 3 times by the boss, he kill your ass. But anyway, let's start on part 2 of this video, man. This game is not a 6.5. I will tell you that right now, due to what the fuck just happened to me. It feel like you playing a more intense version of Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls or something like that.
Hey you! Well, I pretty much sort of already figured, you know, of that like for a lot of people. I mean, again, this is like the era of quick time events. So really, whenever I look at people, whenever they say like that, this game is good, it's the greatest ever, I'm like, well, that's a bit objective to say. For one, and also for two, it's like, well, it doesn't really matter if it's not like if it has masterful cinematics or not. For the price point in which that you're asking, this is basically a glorified Steam game. Of somebody being like, well, I mean, like the game, I put all this time in it, so therefore, you know, and on Steam, they're fucking charging people $100 for like shit that don't fucking matter. It's like, hey man, you want a horse in the game? Give me $100. Like what the fuck?
Oh god. You talking the mods or whatnot?
Not the mods, just that's what they're doing. They are charging people $100 just for things that should be in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, man, it's like that's just how some folks are. Some folks, you know, some people they really gotta realize is the fact that like some people have very like they have very like thievish like goals in mind whenever they do shit of being like, okay, well now I could spend my time and make like an actual game, or I could, man, just steal all my assets and like throw them into a game and then not program anything and then just call it a game and sell it for $60. I mean, like I may continue to send you made the video upon man that Steam game called The Haunting Grounds.
So
they were trying to sell that game for $60.
To be honest with you, first person shooter should need to be $60, but it's free $49.99. Only game that worth $60 to me, to be honest with you, are JRPGs, man. Game or RPGs in general, like The Witcher 3. A game like that is worth $60 due to the fact that it's a long ass game.
3 in itself. Well, now The Witcher 3 in itself is of course coming off of like a long running system of saying like, well, every choice in which that you make in that game, it has a consequence, meaning that they've built that like a BioWare game, whereas BioWare now, whenever they force you to do something, or like back then when they were working on the it was very different, man, from how The Witcher plays a lot like Star Wars. What the fuck was that shit? Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It plays a lot like that, in which that like every choice you make, it has a corresponding thing. It still has the good and bad system, but how good you are depends upon like the way how you talk to people, how some of the things you say, the things you do. It plays off like that, which is actually really good in terms of like whatever what's name is though. That doesn't necessarily do that. Or at least most of the games today and shit. And also it's a thing of what the fuck else was it? Is that like for something that is the Order 1886, I'm not gonna say that it's a bad game unless like, it doesn't outright fucking work. But
there's a couple things that irritate me about the Order. Like the scene under right now, lock picking. Like it's just like you got unnecessary mini games in it too. Even though I managed to get it, but it just takes some time to get past it,
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that Resident Evil Revelation, though. What kind of, like, small hands or the crowbar. Those were pretty good, too. It depends.
Those are just the ways you open up chests and shit, which really isn't all that bad.
This one got that way to open up fucking doors. And you already wonder, like, why is it in the game? But, man, that boss battle, though, it irritated me a second ago, man.
Now that's something, man, to look down upon a game, man, which has spent years and years and years trying, man, fix and refine that to where they just said, fuck it, just throw it out. To be fair, though, is that how many years did, man, it take them to make the Order 1886?
5 years. It took them 5 years to make a 6-hour game.
How long did it take Kojima?
What, to make Metal Gear Solid 4 or 5?
4.
I don't know. What that 2? No, it was about 2 years.
2 years of him taking like his older ideas and just refining them all over again to make some new things, some cool things, and
Right.
And I'm looking at that, and I'm like, the boss battles in that, they were still challenging.
They said their game got 2 boss battles. The first one that was irritating where I got killed for like a good 6 times. And then the final boss battle is the same as that first one. The same interaction, the same dodge, and the same tactic to take them down.
Right. Obviously, that's how this shit plays out.
At least Metal Gear Solid, when you fight all the different females, it feels different. They all feel like different people. Even though at the end it's the damn same when they finally come out their suits.
Even though the fucking sniper, even though, man, the fucking crying wolf battle, it sort of feels as though it's that like you gotta like cheap her out to win. Even with that it was still rather interesting than how they fucking did that one, because it's like, well, now it's a sniper battle against the fucking tank. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, even then, it's still rather interesting. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm like, with that, though, it's like, what the hell?
But look, the whole thing is, not every game worth $60, and that's the point of reviews, to show you that you should not spend $60 on a game that get a low score, or a game that is too fucking short for that price. This game should be $39.99.
Duke Nukem Forever came out so long ago. Or at least like it feels like that game came out so long ago. But even when that game, when it did come out, when people played it, the reviews went out and said like, you probably shouldn't play this game because it's really bad. And then some people still wanted to go out and buy that game full price to go out and see it. I'm like, there's a demo that you can just play. Because that's one of the games out there that did have a demo. And I played it and I'm like, it's not all that bad.
That game free on PlayStation Plus right now.
I think it was free a good while ago, unless you're thinking of Duke Nukem 3D.
No, never mind.
Because Duke Nukem 3D was actually the fucking good one. That one was the PC port that has co-op on it. Of being like, okay, you and a friend can just go through, play online, and run through the whole game together. Or now you and 3 other friends can join online together and just play through the whole game. And I'm like, well, that's cool. But then there's like the whole thing of, what the fuck was it? It was a thing of forever of being like, well, now this game has a lot of fucking problems with models and everything else, and people were waiting like 10 years to fucking play that goddamn game. And then once they finally did, it's like, well, this isn't all that great. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, but even then, for a game like that did have like production problems, and moving on to this one, it's like, okay, a game that has production problems in which you had which was dead for like 9 of those years.
Before you continue with that, I barely played this game, right? Like, I played like 45 minutes, and I played 30 minutes, I played 30 minutes again. I played it 3 times. This is my 4th time playing this, right? And I'm on chapter 5 already. Do you hear me?
It's a difference from Mortal Kombat. It feels very, 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 very different from Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because Mortal Kombat, for what it was a very normalistic game of just being like, okay, it's a game that's about A, B, C. Or it's like, it's a fighting game with a very interesting story about blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
That game's short as fuck. I'm on chapter 5 already. I barely played it. Graphics look nice.
I mean, like, I know a lot of people would try and use that to pretty much like try and compare it to Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear. Try and compare it to like Mortal Kombat's like story of Mortal Kombat 10. And I'm like, that's not all of what Mortal Kombat is, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is literally a fighting game. This is a fucking shooter game. But then it trying to be a movie. It trying to be a shooter, and it trying to be an interactive goddamn game.
Right, you gotta pick one now. You can't be all.
Mortal Kombat did interaction as well, but Mortal Kombat interaction wasn't as annoying as this shit. You can literally get fucked up while interacting on this game. That's why I had to cut off the goddamn chat and beat the boss ass right quick.
Oh no.
Yeah, he beat my ass. But hey, at least I ain't want no fake gamer that air off my death. No, I keep them in there. You know.
You die. I mean, man, like, again, dude, man, like, if you make mistakes in a video game, come on now.
Yeah, they're like, exposed. No, I don't get killed in actual gameplay. Yeah, I get killed in interaction. That's why I get killed at.
At least it's your gameplay, goddammit.
Hey, it get live streamed and recorded. Hey, it is what it is.
At least it's yours, comparing that, man, to, like, other people shit, man, who don't have that. And, like, you, like, taking the gameplay from, like, somewhere else and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but we gonna do a part 3 of this soon if we get to a better understanding and better examples. But anyway, tell you guys, thank you guys, rate, comment, and subscribe. Now let's do a goddamn Shawnee John play. Put Resident Evil on, man.
Oh, it's already in my PlayStation. I'm just playing Dynasty Warriors. Let me know when you're ready.
I am. Have a good one.